Well, good morning. It is Paul Chek one more time for my video blog today. And I thought it would be a great day to share another universal principle. We've had a nice run. We've looked at organic food and organic farming. And now let's talk about what makes it all worth doing. So our universal principle today, again from Arnold Patent. You can go to arnoldpatent.com and print out the universal principles. Very, very helpful. Today I'm going to share number 5, which is a bit deep for a lot of people, I'm sure, but I'll do my best to bring it up to the surface. Universal principle number 5, perfection. Woo! God is perfect and expresses this perfection as unconditional love and support. Whatever unfolds in God is happening. That's a good one. When we see and feel other than unconditional love, we are seeing and feeling the disguises we have created with our beliefs. We create disguises to explore the experiences that make up our human journey. When we're ready to see and feel with greater clarity, we embrace whatever is before us in unconditional love, trusting that the universe, in its consistent expression of unconditional love, is sending us the perfect love to expand our joyfulness. With practice, our clarity grows, along with our gratitude for the unconditional love, support, and joyfulness that is always present. So that's a lot of words in there, and unconditional love is a really tricky thing. If you look at my YouTube channel, you'll see I did a section on unconditional love in my love series where I break down what love is, and I also believe the introduction to my series on the 10 Commandments has a discussion of what unconditional love actually is. Before I break this down, I want to clarify unconditional love. The word love, as I know and understand it from my own inner experiences and explorations, is not really a word that is just implicating that somebody is in some way supporting you or doing something for you or whatever people usually think love is. Love really is a word that describes the actual nature of energy exchange in the universe. L, life. One must have the desire to live. People that don't have the desire to live anymore kill themselves or let themselves die through lack of self-management. O, zero, pure potential. VE, volt, electron, the electromotive force, will. If you study quantum physics or the current science on the structure of the universe, you find out that we have what's called, as David Bohm referred to it, an implicate order and an explicate order. If you think of zero as something that is potentially empty of anything, thus the common consideration of zero, if you have zero food on your plate, it's empty, then you have the implicate order. The emptiness draws things into it and enfolds information and energy into potential, producing matter and all things physical. And then the explicate is the unfolding. So just like you can plant a seed in the ground and it takes matter and light and converts it into a flower, a plant, or a tree, or a fruit. So you see that the explicate order is the unfolding, the energetic unfolding or unzipping, like a computer unzipping a file, and that expands everything out into its fullness, which then cycles back down. So everything reaches its maturity and falls back into the earth. Even stones erode constantly, as we know from looking at pyramids and sacred sites that wear down and break down, and just watching stones dissolve. So unconditional love then is a power source. It's a source for the potential to do the work of experiencing life. And I don't mean work at life. I mean the energy, by definition, means the capacity to perform work. So the universe, all the stars and all the functions of the universe are basically expressing the potential of unconditional love as zero. The sun gives unconditional love in every direction. It does not play any favorites. The universe is expanding in every direction. The universe is a power source that we live off of and in and from. We breathe that power source. We eat that power source. We drink that power source. We are that power source. So when referring to unconditional love, oftentimes people think it means, oh, you're going to just be soppy and goopy and do everything for everyone and let people bat you around and all that kind of stuff. That is not what unconditional love means. Unconditional love means being in tune with and in harmony with the part of yourself that is the greater relative to the perceptibly lesser. The ego mind is in the lesser of the self, and the unconditional love is the greater of the self. So just like you can plug anything into an electrical outlet that runs on electricity and make something happen, you could call that unconditional electricity. It's there and you can use it for whatever you want, from blow drying your hair to weed whacking your garden or whatever. So now let's just take a quick look at some of these sentences. God is perfect and expresses this perfection as unconditional love and support. God is the source of all, the 0 point of creation. God is the vacuum, the plenum, everything, which gives us unconditional love and support. Whatever unfolds is God happening. There you go. The universe is God unfolding and God happening. If you don't like the word God, put whatever you want in there. I'm not, pounding some religious idea here. I'm just sharing what I found to be real from my own experience. When we see and feel other than unconditional love, we are seeing and feeling the disguises we've created with our belief. Well, if you see and feel other than unconditional love, it means that you're not potentially actually seeing the whole picture. And it gets more clear as we go. We create disguises to explore the experiences that make up our human journey. We have to create a disguise because we are God, and if you showed up at a party as God, nobody would know you were there. You'd be the most invisible guest, which would be funny. So when you think, of God as spirit, of pure potential, as that which is unfolding and that which is infolding, well, unless you showed up at the universe as the universe, you would need some sort of a disguise at the party. This is mine. It's working so far. Okay? So we make up our little costume ball and off we go. Hey, who are you going to be this time? I'm going to be this guy, we'll call him Paul Chek. Crazy man. Okay? When we are ready to see and feel with greater clarity, we embrace whatever is before us in unconditional love, trusting the universe. And its constant expression of unconditional love is sending us perfect support to expand our joyfulness. So this really is saying that whatever comes up before us, by embracing it in unconditional love, it doesn't mean you stop being human, but it does mean you count to 10 and ask yourself, before acting out more of your disguise than may be ideal at the party at this moment, am I safe right now? This guy just criticized me or cut me off or squeezed my girlfriend's ass on the dance floor, whatever it might be that winds you up into your disguise, baby. You just pause for a minute and say, wait a minute, am I safe right now? What does that mean? It means, do I have food available to me? Yes. Do I have shelter? Yes. You're in a dance hall. Do I have water? Yes. Do I have warmth? I'm still got a heartbeat and I'm warm. Am I breathing? Ah, yes. And is there love in my life? This prick that just squeezed your girl's bottom may not feel very loving, but you have love in your life. And if you don't think you have love in your life, remember, you're the first person that's supposed to manufacture the stuff. With practice, our clarity grows, along with our gratitude for unconditional love, support, and the joyfulness that is always present. With practice, when you find yourself getting pissed off, if you say, okay, here I am feeling this energy rising up in me, this tension, this resistance, and once we realize that that energy, that tension, and that resistance is the stuff that feelings are made of, and thoughts without feelings are relatively dead and meaningless. If someone said, I love you, and you had no feeling to it, they might as well have said, please go weed the garden. So with practice and understanding that unconditional love supports all costumes at the ball and any behavior at the ball, for better or for worse, because that's part of the game, then you can say, am I safe right now? Yes, I'm safe. This guy just squeezed my girlfriend's bottom, which is something that I used to do as well, and I did that probably when she had a boyfriend, and that's how I got this joy in my life. And isn't it nice that I'm able to celebrate the beauty in my life and share it with somebody else, or whatever works for you? But the key thing is, am I safe right now gives you a clear indicator that you can pause and know that if you're feeling afraid or threatened or angry, that you're actually seeing the illusion, part of the costume, part of the dance and the party, and that you can just ask yourself, do I want to write this into the script right now? Do I want to go punch this guy in the nose, or do I want to think about the fact that maybe he'll punch me in the nose, or maybe worse, and I won't really have gained anything because he'll probably still squeeze my girlfriend's bottom the next chance he gets. So there's all sorts of ways to slow down and just ask yourself, what do I want to write into my script right now, knowing that the universe will power any decision you make, for better or for worse. So once you reach the point in your life where you know how you want your journey to flow down the river, you can decide how you're going to steer the boat, how you're going to paddle the boat, who you keep in the boat, who you throw out of the boat, etc. So, in conclusion, the universe is an unconditional love power source. Even Stephen Hawking said the universe does give you a free lunch. So, am I safe? Take your time. No, you're the one plugged into your costume. You're the one writing the script. To the degree that you engage in any relationship, you've agreed to participate. And by holding still and being with the trees and the beings that aren't in such a rush to pick on each other and talk crap, we can learn to calm down. And so I hope that this little talk about perfection and unconditional love brings some clarity to you, and I'll be practicing with you every day because I too can get pissed off and start writing some shitty lines into the play now and then. So I'll be with you working on this. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.